I want to become famous, a famous singer, I do. So whatever it takes, I will do it. I'm pretty, I can sing, I'm talented. If he's looking for a good girl, that would be me.
More to feed my pop heart. Give me more. I want the future. Gaga, fashion, touch of technology. My name is Lady Gaga, and this is my house.
Hey celebrities, it's Vitaly and welcome back to Vitalispace. On this channel we're desperately trying to bring back the 2007, so you better join if you're new. The year 2008. A 19-year-old up-and-coming artist from New York named Lina Morgana was set to become the next pop sensation. Her entire life she had worked super hard to pursue her dream of becoming a musician, and was just about to be signed to a major label and release her first ever album. It seemed like Lina was living her dream, but sadly her dreams would never come true. One fateful day her name would make headlines, but unfortunately not for her music. All of a sudden she decided to end her life by jumping off of the hotel roof. But what was the reason? For many years there had been all kinds of speculations that her passing was not a suicide.
I want to become famous, a famous singer, I do.
And what does Lady Gaga have to do with all of this? Why is her name is always associated with this tragic story? We'll try to find answers for all these questions in today's video. Buckle up, legend, this is the tragic life of Lina Morgana. But before I get started, I want to clarify something. If you're having a déjà vu moment, yes, I've talked about this story on my channel before, but that video was horrible. The sound was terrible, my English was not that great, and I mainly focused on all the conspiracy theories rather than Lina's actual life story and all the facts. So I feel like I have to remake it today. She was from the same city in Russia that I lived in, so I just have to give her the acknowledgement she deserves. Plus, I was recently contacted by someone who knew Lina personally, and they had something to say about it too, so you better stay tuned. Lina Morgana was born in January 1989 in Russian city Rostov-on-Don to a recently divorced family. The name of the city makes more sense in Russian, trust me. Later, she and her mom immigrated to the United States. She was into music from a very young age, and with the voice and attitude of a superstar, she had a talent to most certainly make this dream a reality. When Lina was 15 years of age, she adopted her stage name.
I found this book, then I came to page, like, 90. I really liked her, she inspired me. It says Morgana is a character I paint over and over again. She is a dark enchantress, half-sister to King Arthur. She is seductive, mischievous, and powerful. When I saw her name, I loved it. Right away, I was like, Mom, that's me, that's Morgana. That's what I want to be.
We have to go, we're late!
This is how...
Why did you start to paint anyways? We have to go to the city in half an hour. I cannot believe
So
you.
what do you want to do?
We cannot leave it like this.
I'll fix it tonight.
No, you're not fixing it tonight because it will dry up.
Mom, please, could you do me a favor?
Sick, hot chick, long lost, innocent, stuck in the middle of beautiful average. Teenage parenting, big dreams, navel rings, love that American girl.
Around 2005, she started working with New Jersey producer Rob Fusari, who'd worked with names like Destiny's Child, Beyonce and Whitney Houston. And just like that, one day he brought into his studio an aspiring singer from Staten Island, who was looking to launch a career in music, Lina Morgana.
They give me one of those like, you know what I mean? But at the end when you start going, I'm gonna, you ever did my hair, come on boy, I mess up this, hey, ain't your buddy, baby?
It's really rare that I hear something where like a huge personality comes through, and as I listen to the stuff more and more, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta meet this person.
You gotta take control of those meetings, you know, ask them questions, you know what I mean? You're the one they want, you know what I mean? You gotta make it tough on them and ask them who else is on the label. That'll be my competition. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. What kind of bands you like?
Yeah.
Where do you see me in the marketplace?
Did I ask some good questions?
Yeah, but you just ask one, but you gotta be aggressive about that. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
important, you know.
In 2007, Fuzari brought in another local struggling artist into the studio to write material for Morgana, and that artist was none other than Stephanie Germanotta herself, who would later become known to the world as Lady Gaga.
I feel free.
Stephanie met Fuzari when she was 19 years old. They were introduced to each other by New York City celebrity scout Wendy Starland. The rest is history.
Stephanie Germanotta's set that night at the cutting room was not exactly up to what her set is now. Let's put it that way. I said to myself, if I can get together with Rob and change the name, the image, the songs, we just might have something here.
He realized Gaga had an immense potential, so he spent the next several months working with her every single day and quote-unquote reshaping her stage persona. Apparently, he was the one who encouraged Gaga to add the dance beats to her music that would eventually become the legendary Fame album.
Well, I didn't name myself Gaga.
You didn't?
No.
How did you get the name?
My producer, Rob Fusari, who did Beautiful Dirty Rich on the record, he said I was very theatrical when I performed.
Yeah.
So he would say, "You're so Gaga." And one day I said, "You mean like the Queen record?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're like Freddie Mercury." And I thought that was a pretty remarkable thing to say.
Yeah.
And he kept calling me Gaga in the studio, so I just kept it.
Eventually, the relationship of those two became romantic, which is pretty inevitable in the industry, let's be honest. But not only that, that same year they became business partners, when they created a joint company under the name Team Lifechild LLC to promote Stephanie's career.
It just gave me that same, like, the butterflies in my stomach. Like, I just met the girl of my dreams. Did I fall in love with her? I mean, yeah, the world fell in love with her, just watching her do what she does.
Now, let's get back to Lina Morgana. As I said, Stephanie was originally hired to help them write material for Lina. But there is no proof if Gaga and Lina have actually met in person. Some say that they were writing music together at the studio all the time, while others believe that they had separate sessions. But separate or not, we actually have an evidence of their joint work. Although none of the songs were released commercially, one particular track titled Wonderland has been leaked to YouTube, with Stephanie's backup vocals on it. Check it out.
Bodies moving Wonderland. Open mouth kiss and we dance. I can't believe, can't believe I met you. Touch on me, baby. Touch on me, baby.
And yet Gaga says that she never knew Lina. I have some questions about this one. But anyways, while waiting for the first album to come out, Lina started working on her content to promote the record. She was posting BTS and music videos, doing photoshoots and connecting her then not so big, but consistently growing audience on MySpace. Speaking of MySpace, let's go through her profile together. Top 10 random things about me. I'm presently not signed. Major labels have been courting me, but my god is to wait for the right deal. But I'm signed to a publishing deal with Sony Publishing, which I'm happy about, I think. My music can be heard on reality shows on MTV and VH1, even the Oxygen station, if you know that network. I'm really flattered by all the date requests and marriage proposals, but I'm focusing on my music career right now. Y'all are so sweet. XX, Lina. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Lina has never had a chance to show the world her potential to the fullest.
On October 4th of 2008, the article titled "Jumper at Staten Island Hotel Dies" was released in one of the New York's news sources. A woman, believed to be in her 20s or 30s, jumped from the roof of the hotel in Graniteville this morning. Shocked witnesses said the emotionally disturbed woman appeared to be dancing or exercising on the roof of the 10-story building when she suddenly jumped off the front at about 11:20 a.m. The woman, whose identity is currently unknown, was pronounced dead at medical center in West Brighton, police said.
And as you can guess, that unknown woman was Lina Morgana. Now, I made a little investigation and this is what I was able to find. The hotel was approximately 5-minute walk from Lina's residence. At around 10 o'clock in the morning she left home, and by 11 she made it to the hotel. While at the hotel, she made her way up to the roof, and was reportedly seen dancing there, when around 11:20 the tragedy occurred. Reportedly, that same night, Lina was supposed to perform at the charity event.
Silent clouds tell me that something's wrong. They're moving
since she was not mentioned by name in the article, and her MySpace profile didn't have any info about the tragic accident, none of her fans really knew she had died, which is crazy. Now, prior to her passing, she starred in the pilot episode of the show titled Celebrity Ghost Story, in which she played the young Gina Gershon.
So I was definitely isolated from the rest of the girls. And I would literally wake up and I'd have like scratches and some bruises. There was definitely this very violent energy in my room.
The episode came out after Lina's passing, and in the end of the episode there was a tribute to her, or a memorandum I should probably say. And let me tell you something, the fans were so confused, cause that was the first time ever someone shed the light on those tragic news, as crazy as it is. People even had to do their own investigation, since there was pretty much zero info about the accident in the web. Let's be honest, just think about it for a second. The up-and-coming artist all of a sudden ends her life, and there is not even a single article about it out there. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. There's this website titled mydeadspace.com, on which people created a thread about Lina, and brought up the subject for the first time in the web history. 1 month after the tragedy, check it out. One user is quoted as saying, "I was just watching celebrity ghost stories in the biography channel, and at the end they dedicated the show to a girl named Lina Morgana, who died this month at the age of 19. So I googled her name to see who she was and whatever happened to her. And all that came up was her MySpace with her music and some YouTube videos. I cannot find one thing, news story or obituary that says what happened to her. That's kinda weird." But that was until her family released an official statement on Lina's MySpace, 4 months after her passing. Lina died tragically at the age of 19. Her family and friends will continue to share her music and beauty with the world, and we will never let her be forgotten. Rob Fusari also commented on the tragedy, and this is what he had to say. "I was truly blessed to have known her not only as an artist, but as a friend. It is truly a producer's dream to have an artist come into the studio that has such a beautiful and unique quality, not only vocally, but as a person."
I don't know, Lina broke my heart, I guess, in a lot of ways. And she filled my heart in a lot of ways. I miss her. There was something very unique about her. She wasn't like everyone else. I wanted to work with her because I saw the darkness, and I'm attracted to the darkness.
Gaga's debut album, The Fame, came out in August of the same year, which would eventually go on to sell 12 million copies worldwide. By 2009, she would become one of the biggest pop sensations in the industry, while Lina's dream would be forever shattered that one fateful day. Now, let's get to the year of 2010. At that point, one pretty disturbing conspiracy theory started circulating around the web, after Lina's mom, Lina Morgana, went public and accused Gaga of stealing her daughter's fashion style on the pages of New York Post. I know, effing insane. Let's read it together. Lina says that Stephanie, as she was then known, was not flashy or outrageous when she met the Morganas in 2007. They met through common record producer, who hoped that Lina could sing the songs Stephanie wrote. She also says that her daughter would often wear high boots, crazy wigs and outlandish bikinis, and when Gaga rocketed to fame, she adopted those same looks. "I'm not looking to file a lawsuit," she claimed. "I just want them to acknowledge Lina as an artist and release her music. She had a hard life cause we immigrated from Russia. I'm doing this cause I want to keep her spirit alive. Lady Gaga is holding Lina's soul, and I want her soul to be free." She talks about having a dark and tragic life. She went to the same school as Nikki Hilton, her parents were rich, but Lina did have a tough life. Later, TMZ posted the video that was reportedly sent to them by Lina herself. In the video, Lina comparing her daughter's and Gaga's fashion looks, or should I say, their weird similarity, proving her point once again. Just watch the video and let me know your opinion, celebrity.
I don't wanna think too much. I don't wanna talk too much. I don't care how you are. I just wanna dance. And there ain't no party like a hometown party, 'cause a hometown party don't stop. And the pretty, pretty, pretty girls, they like the boys that rock. They're considering me when they drop the beat. It's a DJ's world.
That was around the time when Fusari was also suing Gaga because of the royalties. For attention, $30 million in cash.
Not a great day for the Gaga, with news her former producer and ex-boyfriend is suing her for a hefty $30 million. Ouch. His reasons? Well, Rob Fusari claims he helped her get her record deal, wrote some of her biggest hits, and helped her come up with her fab stage name, but wasn't able to reap any of the benefits after they split. There's been no word yet from Gaga herself, and her spokesman hasn't been available to comment.
Now I want to show you the official statement made by Lina's family on her website. As always, let's read it together. Dear friends, wherever you are in the world, we understand your questions and assumptions of the cause of Lina's passing, because her family has kept silence for so long. I can tell you one thing right now. We, Lina's family, do not believe that she had an intention to die. We do not believe that she committed suicide. 2 years ago, Lina was at the start of her career. She was full of plans for the future. Lina's mom wants only one thing, for Lina's songs to be released, for her gift to be shared with the world. Isn't it fair to ask for the girl's dream to finally come true? Tatiana, Lina's aunt. But besides some costumes and fashion choices, what's really at the root of this theory that makes it super crazy? Well, over the years, fans' favorite theory has been that Lady Gaga is actually the one to blame for Lina's passing. Specifically, some say that Gaga or somebody from her team pushed Lina from the roof, because apparently she was a threat for Gaga's career, which is obviously so far-fetched, let's be honest. While others have more complex theories that even include Illuminati involvement. For example, the music video for Paparazzi contains some strangely familiar hints. In the beginning, Gaga's pushed off a balcony and seriously injured, which looks super familiar to the fans. Later in the video, there is a newspaper with the headline "Lady No More Gaga", which supposedly sounds similar to Lina Morgana. Personally, I'm not convinced by any of this. First of all, the song was written months before Lina's passing, and if Lady Gaga was really involved in the murder, I don't think she'd be giving away clues in one of her singles, let's be honest. However, it does seem likely that Lady Gaga was influenced by Lina Morgana early in her career. More so, she even once said that she didn't know Lina whatsoever, and this is really strange for me. Plus, Lady Gaga has an alibi since the night of the tragedy. She was in Los Angeles, giving away interviews.
I'm Lady Gaga. We're actually getting me ready before my New Kids on the Block performance at the Nokia Theater, which I'm super stoked to play because it's a brand new theater.
Have you ever had a surprise wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah, for sure. One of the dancers completely saved me from full boob exposure the other night. This is my Hannah Montana lip gloss. I gotta tell you, I was in CVS in South Beach. Hannah Montana has a whole section in CVS of stuff, and I don't care what anyone says about this girl, that is amazing. I mean, she has her face on a lip gloss. It's a good lip gloss. Me and Sharon use it every day.
As I said in the beginning of this video, I've been contacted by someone who knew Lina and her boyfriend personally. Spoiler, they don't know what happened exactly either. But here's some voice memos about Lina that I was sent. Check it out.
My last memory of her being alive was one night I was driving home at night in the rain, and I saw two people it looked like they were fighting almost. And as I drove closer, it was Tyler and Lina, and they noticed me. And I was like, what's up? And they snapped out of it and ran away down the block. And that was the last time I actually ever saw her. Yeah, man, so I got chills watching that video. Especially when she busts out that Alicia Keys verse, because that's what she busted out in front of all of our friends when she told us that she could sing. And we're like, yeah, you could sing? Like, all right, let's hear it. And all of a sudden she just opened up and hit us with that note. And it was like, yo, what is this? Like, who are you? Like, it was amazing.
Guys, I hate that I'm saying this, but what if at some point her depression has gotten so bad that Lina just couldn't take it anymore? Here's the thing, by October of 2008, Gaga has already had a stable fanbase. What if Lina got upset over Gaga's breakthrough? That's also possible, especially when initially she came into the studio to write songs for Lina, and just like that they switched places. Or maybe it could be the opposite, maybe it has nothing to do with Germanata whatsoever. But one thing I know for sure, people exploited Lina's death and created all kinds of conspiracies for clicks, which is not fair for both Lina or Gaga. The best thing you can do in this case scenario is to go and listen to Lina's music, so we can keep her spirit alive.